We often hear that people should live for their ideals, for their loved ones, for everything you have. But as Mr. Yuhua said, people live for themselves, not for anything other than life. With the social changes such as the three evils, the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution, the protagonist Fugui has experienced ups and downs all his life, from playboy to poverty. He spends a lot of money when he is young, but he can do nothing about it for a handful of rice in his later life. He has been experiencing the death of his loved ones all his life. Speaking of which, I think if I were Fugui, I would not be able to survive. His father died because he used his generation's savings to pay off gambling debts. His mother died because he had no money for medical treatment. Youqing was drained of blood and died. Fengxia died of childbirth. His wife Jiazhen died of serious illness. Son-in-law Erxi was crushed to death by steel plates. His grandson was strung to death by eating beans. He watched his relatives leave him one by one. He thought he was alone, but at last he was accompanied by such an old cow. He kept shouting, Fugui, Jiazhen, Youqing, Fengxia, Erxi. I'm afraid I'll forget. As a reader, when I experienced the pain of the death of relatives like Fugui through words, I also had red eyes for a time. Especially when I saw that Youqing was trying to save the county magistrate's wife from being bled to death, my heart was very suffocated. The small room in the hospital was probably the place he feared most. He had seen this room 3 times and took away his hope 3 times. Every time the flames of hope had just been polished, they were extinguished the next second, so that when Erxi entered the small room, Erxi entered the hospital. He always thought of his father saying, chickens turn into geese, geese into sheep, sheep into cattle. I think it doesn't matter if fate doesn't tease Fugui in this way. Nothing in the world is better than being alive, and there is nothing more difficult than living. Mr. Yuhua has given us the answer in his book. I hope we, like Fugui, face the difficulties and adversity of life calmly, that there is no meaning in living, but that we have given it a special meaning. May we live like summer flowers.
世界上没有比活着更美好的事情，也没有比活着更艰难的事情。余华先生在书中已经给了我们答案，希望我们如福贵一样，面对生活的困难和逆境时，坦然面对。活着本身没有意义，而是我们赋予了它特殊的意义。愿我们生如夏花。